Today, the 6th January 2026. Na Mingo General Viper for boy under FM Mado. I dey salute my papa them with my mama them for the whole southern Cameroon. I dey wish all man happy new year. I dey come in for move this audio so. They are talk say die man no dey see fear die. I dey make this audio so sorry my civilian them for boy. They don't over suffer. They don't over suffer. But missing. I don't know whether they dey fight now war way or we dey fight. Or they dey fight now civilian for boy. And what way me I dey talk today, I dey talk in behalf of my civilians. So it don't reach for the level where it shows that they don't turn the fight now civilian for boy. It won't be yesterday, the catch more than 17 passenger to the interbush, they demand ransom. It ask some people than 15 million. It won't be today. Now the waiting will not happen this evening. Well, me I dey talk so. Shake no day. You don't talk say man die, woman born. So, Bamissing. When I don't find them, when I could receive them. When I don't find them, when I could receive them. And what we may first one talk, me any fighter, because they know they fight, counting if you be with no get chain of command. It be last time, the catch people them was Sabga. The catch some two fighters them for they kill them. When the arm robbers them, but it be last commotion and soldier them for Bamissing. Where when the catch person we want talk, person will talk say no be soldier, no be soldier. But it be last commot when I soldier them for there. So what we may talk and say me any man for a county, me remain for there. I know the thing where we for we go take and go to. So if civilian never go see and say be correct with them, maybe they follow for Fumban. Because I don't see and say fighter them for Bamissing, they be inter for fight now boy civilian. They be inter their own for fight now boy civilian. How am I to talk so? If I talk so a person, may do anything with it done for me. But I don't talk say shake no day. We could defend with civilian for any condition. We will defend them. We could defend with civilian for any condition. We will defend them.
Yes, fellow Ambazonians. I need great no man. I need salon no man for doing us. Because this all say oh na so na hate the craze for inside. I don't say and say oh na so they let you na the check say some of you will be fighters and so on. I don't make we don't hold gun. Will be traumatized so they think they say they give una victory. And refugee that money than that, now they take and they chop them. You understand? Now money than that, so where they say they don't jam with people, they mean they can't know how to end this struggle. When I don't take the money, I don't divide. Any man don't go say be soccer def, they want to say be AROF, they want to say be ADF, they want to say be Marianta, they want to say be Mark Barretta, they want to say be this, good and fine. Now me, Gamaline, at the talk. Now me, Gamaline, I be soldier, I no be general. I no be commander, I no be colonel, I no be field marshal. Na me Gamaline. When I ask this name for Grand Zero, they go tell una. At the start, I'm right from my hometown, and for all the other places they with me I know. You see all una they make una mami pima. They so say una be diaspora they owe them. I be don't the camp for sensitize una how we fit make this thing end. I don't come peacefully, same old dialogue, peacefully. Since this 2025 I enter this group, I don't come peacefully say okay, more talk, more know how, more deliberate how this thing fit take an end. Many of them look like this, some of you will they Grand Zero, the fight will be illiterate them. Many of you will be illiterate them, good and fine. And Mama G, one thing that me I want to tell you, you used to talk fine, but I be some picky one in life of vex. Because if I vex, even you, I know side with you day. Even you, I no play with you day. So when you talk for this norm scores them. These heartless people them no picking me say you beg them. No make say you beg them. You hear what I tell you. No ever me say you beg them. No ever try that thing. You beg now. You tell them say you try for beg say me they come together. You beg them me they come together for can't do their needs, for can't do the needful. No picking back them, not ever try. Because even you, if my head turn, I know side where you sleep, I know be a bet side where you day. And what way wise is sufficient. I no one will ever come for this group against when they come make this, you beg with them. You sympathize with them for come for the struggle for say tell they want start the struggle, you be daddy. You know something you can't enter and some they don't start away involve all our lives, our families, where they don't make all man do frustrate. Some of who don't hold gun, they will man be never hold gun for your life. To now the diaspora don't work at the misbehave, say you be ARO, you be this one, and no one come together. Oh, now for say more know how they wait for this struggle go day. When I hear now 2025, this they can't finish. January 2026, I come back la kumbem. If to say, I give una the first second week, we not see how una don't come together. How una don't come together for that una diaspora una say una be now. How una don't come together for see how the solutions they come for this struggle Now me Gamaline, I go take them upon me with my soldiers. We go work we go see. I go call names for that January before I start them. I go call names for that January before I start. See, oh God, I decrease. See, I go call names because I don't make many of we know. Many of we don't deal like so. We don't confuse. We don't frustrate. That school na so na go some of we na graduate them. We dey inside bush. Now that abroad we na do we no fit come. Now the abroad we will not pay our own transport. Then can we don't remain on captivation under una domains. Now witchcraft. What on a house? What on a bee house? Na for Yaoundé. We go waka go that Yaoundé no. We go waka so go that Yaoundé no. Go burn that house. Any family member wey dey inside the burn for that very house. That means the house go burn with the family member inside. The one they will really come, they go burn. The house is they go burn. And I mean now una the diaspora that tongue for una. The house is the one that don't build no. It go burn. The one they for town no. It go burn. Any family member wey dey inside no. It burn we as of 2026. The first month for 2026. War is start within Bazozo and the diaspora. The way now me Gamaline, I take them upon myself. Now me Gamaline, I no be general, I no be commander, I no be field marshal, but now me I go start them because no I be soldier away. They don't shoot me severally for my skin. No man no obtain for anything. Give me even 100. Oh, I don't need them. I don't need 100. All I need is the freedom of Ambazonians. Where I need Muna come in unity for make sure say this thing end. I need someone to come in unity for make sure say this thing end. If una check say at the line alive, una give time. Una just wait in 2026. Reach so bam where another year say Ambazonia they don't unanimously come together for make sure say okay now una dey in one terms. So una they do this together as Ambazonia. Forget about that ARF, AGF, Marianta, this one, Baba una stop her all, my man. At the craze as I tell una so my skin is shake for here. My skin is shake now because see my skin is shake now because of say I know which way they come up. Una no even know them. Una know why my skin is shake. And souls then give for go down. Souls then give for go down. And all the souls then give for being at the Ambazonians the way Ambazonian diaspora the way they don't take them upon. They say they want set confusion. Do one say na it be this. Una come together. Now the last one in this January. I go remind una for the first week. Una trust me. I go remind una for the first week. Second week, I go remind una. As of number 3rd week and number 4 weeks, mission go start. And that mission, now for all Ambazonian diaspora, them, houses they go born. People with the day inside, they go born, they no go run. People with the inside they go burn, they don't go run. I don't can rest now. I don't already there for my road for go back. People they don't with the day inside now. They don't even tell they say. That means say we go stamp video now. When I go for any man house, I go do video. We go Sam say, brother, no be una has this, no be this. We go investigate to the last drop of our blood for make sure say the confusion una don't set up for we now. They go turn come back for una. I still tell una the last chance is from now to January. Una care, una understand, una care, una not understand. We don't give a fuck how una feel and how una think. And for you, Mama G, I warn you with the last drop of my blood. If you put them up now for begin apologize or for the beg for these people, they say, me they come together, me they unanimously come to an understanding, I give you the last warning. I no play with you, they no beg no man again. I they tell you say, I no make a man start now with you. No make a man start now with you. I no say where you dey. I get every details concerning you, as I get every details now concerning Sako, I get every details concerning Cho Ayaba. I get every details concerning Chris Anu. Then I get every details concerning Ambazonia diaspora, the way they did for the Mago Mago. I get every details concerning even Bella, Yankee Bella, where they for that place. Yankee Bella, where they for there. I don't want to call names. I don't want to start calling names because if I start calling names, some people will start picking fear. But I know the one I say una fear. I want say una take upon una for come together for make sure say before January we already know the strategy what the follow. But if to say no, the first week, second week reach, my brothers and sisters, I will go do video call for that one at same house for that kind of time when I know say they do video call now. Then I set the house on fire. Any family member wey dey inside, will come out for inside the house, he go burn. Now me Gamaline, I don't talk am. Now me, una search this name, una ask this name, say now who be that peripheral they call it Gamaline. So people the way they know, since the boy be there for kwakwa now, they go tell una, fuck you all, motherfuckers, idiots.
I hear that small man he talk, Gamaline. He get, it makes sense. It makes sense. But wait till I go telling us again for calm down. Not threaten people. No make threats for nobody. Sometimes some people that they get crazy. They get other people where they be naturally born crazy. Some people they get crazy, but other people they born them crazy. From their mother's womb, they were born crazy. You have to be careful when you're making those type of speeches. For this thing, like he started by saying that there are some people that have stolen money and all the rest. Some of those accusations might not even be true for some people that they stole. You understand? So we have to also sift that. We have to be careful. Because not everybody that was accused of having stolen money stole money. It's like who was not accused here for working for La République? So everybody who is accused for working for La République is actually working for La République. This same forum, every time anybody said something that someone didn't like, they said, this man at La République. Because we are myopic. So when you are short-sighted, you have certain things that if people don't agree with you, then automatically make them your enemy. No, they are not. So in this thing, it is a matter of calling upon our consciences, looking deep into the sufferings of the people. Just like he has said, people are suffering. When I see people sometimes get so sick and they can't even afford medications, it hurts my heart. When they talk about diaspora are enjoying, not everybody in diaspora is enjoying. There are people who left Cameroon for this war and they are living in South Africa selling drugs, selling other things like Caillou. A young man was talking rudely to me the other day, and I looked into his background and everything, and I quickly realized that he wasn't doing that much. Okay? The area where he lives, it's a dangerous area. Very, very dangerous area. So are you going to say that such a person is enjoying more than you? There are people in Cameroon who are enjoying more than him. No. So you have to think, Gamaline, listen, brother, I agree with you that they have to come together. But don't make it a personal affair. Don't threaten people with your personal name. It is a group affair. If you are not there tomorrow, this struggle will continue. If I'm not there, this struggle will continue. Every one of us, nobody is indispensable. Like me, I keep telling people, I tell even my closest people, I say, if I give you a dime, use it well, because tomorrow I might not be there. I can go out there and some crazy student shoots me dead, That's how life is. I am aware. I am ready for it. Minute by minute, I live like that. I so anything can happen, but we should not go ahead threatening people and making it look like it is our fight. Like without us, this fight is not going to happen. I don't want to make this audio long. I would have shown you in history several people who took a course, okay, who took a course, and towards the completion of that course, the same people that he fought for, that he stood for, rejected him at the dying minute. You know, so you have to be very careful the way you talk, and more so, you know, when you are in a group, all you talk is you try to talk people to have sense. Not everybody has sense. Some people were born stupid, grow up stupid, and they might die stupid, you know. So you got to be careful.
My dear brother, my dear Soccer brothers and comrades brother. Sometime when I take this one, say I not gonna react for this forum. They go eager me, I go react. Oga, you way they talk, they condemn Gamaline. I differ with you because I live in ground zero and I live in ground one. And let me tell you today, I will send a statistics in this forum of all our foot soldiers, all our boys that have died. I will send it to you county by county, county by county, county by county. And I will tell you that these ones were killed by Diaspora in this place because they were fighting for power and they leaked their hideout. And they were killed. Not even killed by the military, but killed by other armed boys or our boys. Because the Diaspora were fighting. When it's difficult for them to kill their fellow brothers, they leak it out to the La Republic and they come and kill them. Why? Because you guys were fighting there. Gamaline is 100% right. And if I have my means, I will stand with him and will pass that decision. There are times that when situations are like this, we take hard measures to solve hard problems. We are suffering in ground zero and ground one because of the diaspora. What is difficult that you guys cannot come together there? What is really difficult? You have your freedom. You are doing your jobs there. You are working, even the ones that are working, even if you are not working there. You are better off than us here that are in ground zero and ground one. Because first, we don't have freedom, we don't have anything. We are eventually living from hand to mouth. But we are together than you in diaspora there. Us here that we don't have anything. In ground zero, when there's a victim case of our boys, we will struggle, carry some on our back. Some we carry them on motorcycle, pass through dangerous route to see whether we can enter the next neighboring country for any of our boys to be treated. You guys are not the people funding us. Sometimes we beg for funds to treat people and pay hospital bills. Sometimes we beg for funds to give people food to eat. Our boys will cross here in their numbers for safety in ground one. They will not even have anything to eat. We'll be moving around begging food, even from Nigerians who are honest, to give food for them to eat. But you guys see, for you guys to come together, you cannot. You raise funds there to support the ground zero boys. You cannot support them. You sit on top of the funds. You say you are a president of this IG. You'll be taking salary. They are buying you a private car. You are living in a mansion. You are holding meetings, conferences, eating money that you are baking in our name. But you don't care what is happening to us. Some of you guys there, I cannot even count them, that I called them. And I even give the number of our boys in ground zero, dangerously sick, for you to come to assistance. You will fool, you will lie. Some will suffer, will go and wait. You will not even call. When we are calling, you will not even pick the calls. Oga, like I'm telling you guys in this forum, please. I think my brother is making a point. He's making a point. He said he's not a general, he's not a lieutenant, he's not a field marshal, but he's just a fighter. I support you 100%. And if I have my means, I will stand with you in that decision. It's coming to a point that will give you diaspora a limit time for you guys. If you doesn't want to come together, you remove your hands from the struggle and allow us. In Ground Zero and Ground One, we were fighting. And the individual people that are supporting the struggle. Not this issue of group this, group that, group this, IG this, IG this. That thing must stop 2026. It must. If not, anything IG, anything group this, we will not like to hear anything from you guys there. I raise my case. I'm sorry to raise my voice. But the reason I'm raising my voice is because you are countering him, saying that he should not make trade. He's not making trade. How can somebody be sleeping in the bush, in mosquito? You don't even know his condition. You don't know whether he even have something to eat. He's explaining to you how he feels. He says he doesn't make trade. He's making which trade? He says he's not going to call somebody's name, but they will give a dead limit and a dead time for you guys to come together. If not, this is the action that they will start taking. He hasn't called somebody's name. If you see that you don't want to come together, withdraw from the struggle. It's optional. Than to be using us and we think that we have people out there when we don't have anybody. What is deceiving us is because we believe that we have people out there. And that's the way the illusion is. And that's where our ideas are. And when it comes to the point that we need the people we think we have there, we will not have anything. You guys will keep on pointing fingers to each other there. For what reason? This struggle is far more bigger than all of us. No single individual is above this struggle. You guys should come together. A word to a wise is enough. And when you live in grass houses, you don't throw stones. I don't throw stone in the market. Because you don't know where the stone will land and who the stone is going to hit. I raise my case. Spirit man.
No, Chief, you make a big mistake, very big mistake. You know if you support them and you know if you blame the disunity on Diaspora alone. The people them for Ground Zero and Ground One, they contributed to that failure too. First of all, if the people for Ground Zero and Ground One, they not be the embezzle some money too. Like the struggle for be so strong that the Diaspora go be irrelevant because they were individuals pumping money into Ground One and Ground Zero that was being embezzled by Ground One and Ground Zero. Then secondly, during the height of kidnappings, there were generals with 200 million francs in their account. There were generals with 25 million francs in their account. Meanwhile, their workers were still depending on mere granules from abroad. You understand? So this thing, nobody should blame anyone from any side. It's a collective failure. We have failed. We have to gather ourselves now and look forward. If the people for Ground Zero, Ground One, where the fighters there is still there for Bush now, themselves said they will be very serious. There is enough money in Ground Zero and Ground One, matter Ground Zero, for raise up the struggle and make it strong. The whole of this weekend, I spent time for the study foreign freedom fighters and how their fights, they will conduct their fights. I realize that most of them, they raise their money locally because during that time, the US and the rest don't block sources the way they collect money from abroad. Remittances were all shut down, every bank and all the rest. So the people had to rely locally. Okay, so my brother, let's sit down and talk as a group, sit down and talk as a people and plan the road ahead. That's it. We cannot blame anybody now. The blame game has to end. And most of the fighters were killed because of their own greed. Most of them were killed because of their own greed. Because there is no explanation why somebody from above will tell you that don't work with this person, work with this person, and you accept. Because you want to benefit everything from that other person. You know? And I don't understand. You are a fighter, you are a soldier. You are not there to pay allegiance to individuals. You are not there for a cult personality. When I hear people say, I dey fight now for ADF, I dey fight now for SACO, I dey fight now for this, you don't really know your work as a soldier. You are entitled, you are fighting for the constitution, for your nation. You are not fighting for individuals. If your individual gives you a bad order, you have to reject it. Now, you are not rejecting it. Why? Because you are afraid that he will cut the source of money. So, if he tells you, go kill this person, you go ahead, and do that because you believe that by eliminating the other person, that's how you benefit more. You know? So you cannot sit there and blame the diaspora for occasioning people to kill others. I've had situations here in America. I had a boss who called me one time and said, listen, I have inquired behind. Everybody tells me that you are very assiduous, you work hard, and you know, you're an honest guy. But there are some people who are not doing their work properly. So I want you to put an eye on them. I took my head up, looked at him into his eyes. I said, brother, I'm the wrong black man. I don't play these games. So you want me to be selling my other brothers to you? I said, never ever call me into your office for this type of behavior. Never call me for this. And I said, have a good day, boss. I left. Until I left that school, that man never held a conversation with me. Every time he saw me, he turned his head around. He did not want to look at me. Because he realized that I'm not going to play into that game to betray the other people just so I look good in front of him. Okay, maybe the others were doing it, that's their concern. But you, as a fighter, you shouldn't go around betraying people because you want to benefit more. And the killings was because they wanted to benefit more. So we should refrain from talking about diaspora, diaspora, diaspora. No, diaspora is not the cause of most of their deaths. They made that choice themselves.
Mama G, if you get a young man like this, he seems very disturbed. How you manage to promote this kind of speech? You really feel, for instance, your heart said people for diaspora that will be threatened by a young man like this. When you don't go finish burn the house, burn the relatives for the people for diaspora, then what will happen next? It will give you what you want. It will bring the unity where you ask for. You're chasing at these empty threads that will help anything. Why we this? So why we get this kind of problem? Why we figure young men like this and not engage their mental faculties for way we could help them? You insult your papa them. Use nonsense language. When you look at, just hear the kind of speech. Hear the kind of speech. Burn the whole place down. Now you will go change people the day for diaspora. They come down, come unite, right? No, not this very behavior way, the threaten people your way, don't make things bad for them. We don't take this work away, be start very well and clean. Terrorizing relatives, ransom taking up and down. We make people that abandon one for down there. So you check someone you don't double down now, you go help her. Now me mechanic they talk. If you want to know who they talk. It be very sad. You know, come up, you don't already invest so much. You share your pain in this struggle. Then you do the kind of things where it actually turn everything where you don't make go for ground. People were there for diaspora where they engage for the fight. Make me I remind you, make you know. As I say, you get leaders where you don't name some of them, where they don't get some difficulties. But when you classify, you talk diaspora in general, now by evolution, people were there for diaspora where they choose to engage for the fight. Now out of their willingness, you not force anybody. Make it engage. You know how many fighters don't come up for ground? They come for diaspora, they just disappear. You don't ever hear about them again. So when you get people for diaspora where they still engage for this fight, contrary to what way they think, you get for at least he say na good heart. Na good heart. It not be fair at all. Of the millions of Ambazonians who they there for diaspora, you get a handful where they engage for this fight, where they really put their money down, they try to make a difference. You not go become enemy to people where they try to do their best. You begin to talk for this kind of way. Fine, go burn their houses, burn their relatives. Like other people where they don't turn their back because they don't kidnap and kill their family members, everybody will turn their back. Then when I get the country. I think that they can talk be very, very bad. Whatever you want to achieve with this talk, you will only get the contrary. You will get the contrary. You will get people for diaspora with a no go, even ones where they be contemplate. With people that get this your mindset. So you go to extort every time with something you go the way you want, you come up and threaten, get what you want. You think so now who will begin raise that kind of who will begin nurture that kind of person? Yeah. Maybe I don't know how you grow up as a child, but parents are not to look very favorably on children where they can't threaten them, try for bully their way into whatever they want. You never get unit to throw the barrel of the gun when I think you try for do here. You think you can't threaten people here, then they will unite. You know the work like that. Nobody gets unity like that. So I think I go advise me you go adjust your method. Go back for drawing board. Think seriously about how you feel. If you really care about unity and I think it's a good goal, may you take the time, think and find, see how you feel achieve that. But this way where you do and so. Then we just finish with an here, go give you the contrary. And I feel guarantee you say none of these people they talk about and here they go even blink because you will go kill their family members. And if any of them true believe say you be serious about this thing where they talk, then you go get we into a situation where then to go recruit their own people for begin fight you out. We no want that kind of thing for Amazonia. Whatever make you can't talk like this, I think say you need for think about what you will just do. Be very bad. And I know say you sound very smart. If you do better. My hope now say you will do better. You are a mechanic. Mama G. Well, be sorry, I see how you do really be exposed when you get young men like this, they can't talk like this. Yes, that's where I don't get plenty difficulties for managers with struggle. The greatest setback for this with struggle, it don't be the kidnapping, the terrorizing of we people. When at this we very fighters that don't go ahead for begin do all that one. People who don't sit down for diaspora, they decide say they'll go encourage their own fighters for their areas. They don't realize that there are little money where they go for put and down for help. You know, they measure up to which way they extract them from we people. And they extract a lot from we people. So when you want come, you they say, look, we be able to help you, but you get away from the habit of terrorizing our people. Ransom taking, killing them, shooting them. In fact, in some of the cases, some of the money will be destined for their support. Will be go for fix. Me I say repair, but really for heal, pay hospital bills for. They are very citizens where they should put them for them. So when you hear you, the come can sound like this. Imagine say you can't sound like this. You expect me somebody it begin work with you. Especially when we don't realize the kind of difficulties we don't get for down. With the idea say people will go in begin shoot their very people they try to protect them. That one don't be the one way it don't spoil this worker. Pass even which way all these leaders where they talk, they do. Ambazonians they not be stupid. The ones that where they do for diaspora, they know say they will find ways around this where they not get anything to do with these leaders. They put we going forward. But how you go fit do that way every moment we turn around, so they try to raise money for do one thing, they kidnap your relatives, ask for exorbitant money, and the money to go into building houses and all one not. Why be say the fighters were down then to never come together? Why that one don't be a problem? Because when you even name these groups with the name and say they for diaspora go Kanda, they for down. They may decide for no listen for these people. You don't need for begin tell these people for diaspora for do anything. When are there for down, when I come together, when I do what you wanna get for do. Instead, the effort to be put in terrorizing our people, and when people they decide say they know fund people where they take the money, use them for kill their very relatives, then you begin blame all these people for all these other people they call them leaders here. These are serious issues. Need not ever begin pretend just because you get a gun, you feel come on here, you can't talk any nonsense. They insult people. But when I know very well, say Timun I do for that, not correct. Now you don't make people they turn their backs. I don't think they be correct. And I think say all these threats and bullying, trying to bully your way out, it no go work. Tell them. And January go come here, you feel go on, you do what you want to do, it no change much. You only put yourself into trouble. This your threats where you put on here, you only make other people that work up recruit people that will go after you. It not be necessary. More be wise. You are a mechanic. Comrade Tata, this is the mechanic here. My dear comrade, we are not nobody is making light of anybody's suffering. You also sit there and you presume that everybody abroad is sitting on a bed of roses. Everybody gets up, sit in their house, collect your money and eat. So that's how people are sending down the money they send down there to help. You are wrong. All those things you sit and play in your mind is driving you guys crazy. And they are false. They are false. So if you sit there and you are presuming that people are raising money in your name, is there no reason why you cannot raise money in your name down there until you struggle and finish it? Why does the diaspora have to permit you to take your struggle and finish it? I don't like it when you guys come out here. You sound like the rest of us who do our best to raise the little we can raise and put into the little corners of the huge struggle we're talking about. Solving little things here and there means that nothing is happening. Or if we are doing that, it means we've collected so much money in your name and we are giving you very little. That kind of entitlement can never allow you to go ahead. You can never go ahead with that kind of mentality. Is it your feeling that if the diaspora is not there, you will not be able to fight for yourselves and free yourselves up? If that's the feeling, then own up to who the diaspora is. Admit that you need that without them you cannot do much. And allow them to do that. Because while you are saying what you are saying there and blaming the diaspora for not sending money down, you guys are turning around at the same time and saying the diaspora has nothing to do with the fight. And you don't want to listen to what they have to say. Which is which, my dear comrade? When you are down, it's unfortunate because many people in the diaspora have put a lot on the ground. The reason you guys are suffering to the extreme is because the very defense that we raised to help us turned around and started killing ourselves. Kidnapping the very relatives of people who are trying to raise money in the diaspora. In this house where we are talking, people have the scars. So why do you come out and sound like all your problem is created by somebody in the diaspora. You are there on the ground. What's somebody has somebody in the diaspora creating problems for you? Let me agree with you that they've raised money in your name. So what? Is it your money? Because the anytime you start feeling that way, if you start putting your mind on some money in somebody's pocket, you are hoping should filter down to you and take care of your needs, then there's no way you can go forward. Because you always think that if the person was doing this, now that the person is not doing this, you are finished, you cannot help yourself. That is the mentality that will not even free you up. Even the all of diaspora brought in billions on the ground, it will not help. That mentality has to be lifted. The idea of thinking that because there's somebody in diaspora who cares enough to want to be part of freeing you guys on the ground, it means you are entitled to their everything. It's a failing strategy. You're not going to succeed with that kind of mindset. It will not work. I know I'm already beginning to generate a lot of enemies, but I'll keep saying what I'm saying, because if you cannot change that mentality, you're going nowhere. Can you explain why we are unable to come together on ground zero? We're unable to organize our villages to team up with us and free our homeland. Is it really true that we must have the money in the diaspora to be able to do these things? We need the money in the diaspora to be able to live in harmony with our villagers, because even in the villages, the people are running away from our defense. Is that really a diaspora thing? People sit and say, oh, it's because, like my brother Tata is saying here, oh, people were being killed because the diaspora. Not true. Not true, my comrade. Let me also tell you my own story. I happened to plug into another village where there were 3 groups. I tried to bring them together. I said, look, because there were threats at each other. There was no diaspora anything there. It was just who wanted to be at the top, who wanted to prove that they were bigger. I said, no, let's build one unit together and defend ourselves. They will come, sit down with you, you talk, you think they're listening, they go back and they are just at each other's throat. You know what happened? They started killing themselves. They started killing themselves. Anytime you have a societal problem like our struggle, and you are inserting yourself and thinking you can single-handedly wheel things around, you know you are creating a serious problem. Yes, there have been mistakes in managing resources in the diaspora, but that's the least, that's a very minimal part of our problem. The first problem we have is this mindset of entitlement. One that says, I now have a gun, I can turn to my neighbor and say, bring all the money you have, or I'll kill you, or I can just go ahead and kill. What has diaspora got to do with that? Hey, my people. One that says, oh, you have a son in the abroad, and he can send you money, so we're going to kidnap you, and your children will send money. What has diaspora got to do with that? Are those not the things that have destroyed the struggle? Is somebody willing to stand up and speak the truth to ourselves? Gamaline, this is the truth. I hope that you forward this message to my young man, Gamaline. I'm simply telling you the truth, my dear brother. These you are people you are calling, the leaders should come together. Even if they came together today, you will still not have money on the ground because of what the enemy has used your name to do. Because I still feel very strongly that Ambazonians cannot do some of the things we hear they are doing on the ground. But when I listen to you, it seems to say maybe it's true that Ambazonians do these crazy things. Because when I listen to your threats, those are the kinds of pictures that comes through one's mind. No, those threats are taking people down the wrong road. Bring this your so-called leaders. How many people in the diaspora are still backing this your leaders you're talking about? Why don't you talk to people in the diaspora? I'm one person who backs none of these people you're talking about. And I think most of diaspora does not. But look at where you're putting your effort. You are going to now go kill their families or force them to come together. Their coming together will produce nothing. Nothing. Okay, now that I'm talking, and I'm talking long, let me go ahead and tell you how you can help Gamaline. Your greatest help is to make sure that you have governance within the Amazonian communities at home. What that means is go to villages where you've had input, organize them into little governments where they can take care of themselves. They can arrange how to take care of their schools, get good drinking water, solve their problems. That's the main thing we need at this point. And while doing that, they will be doing that and walking away from La République, turning their backs on La République. That is the winning strategy. If you help them do that, then you don't need to be sitting in somebody else's land. You can go back home and make a living. They know who you are, they'll protect you. And you can farm, they can farm and feed you. That's the way it was supposed to be. Until people picked up guns and thought they can push and force themselves, just like you are saying here, and everything went south. Your easiest solution is what I'm telling you right now. Get your villages organized, and once they're organized, then they can come together and see how they can interact with other villages. And by doing that, you will be able to decide what happens to those who represent you. You might decide that they should not go back to Yaoundé. And if you successfully did that, you are free people. Your problem is not in the diaspora, my comrade. You have people in the diaspora, like myself, who spend their days on this social media trying to see how we can come together. But no amount of force and bullets can produce that. It is going to happen through people feeling comfortable, people being educated and understanding how these things work, and choosing the right things, taking the right decisions. I am trying to get you to take the right decision right now. Your threats to act the way you have just said will not help you. It will make things worse for you. Right now, I can guarantee you that the people you named in your audio are going to be watching how you move. It doesn't help you, it just makes your condition difficult. You are a young man, and I'm trying to say, move away from the precipice. Do not jump. Take the time and listen. You will be helped. Welcome, Tata. You cannot light the fire and not be burnt by it, or at least the heat, not feel the heat. My comrade, this fire you're lighting, as you listen to this young man, I know it's your experience, but I tell you what, none of the people you think are causing your problem are actually causing your problem. Your problem is among you guys down there. You can come together and fix it, or you can continue to look for who the culprit is and the problem remains. God bless Ambazonia. This is the mechanic. Yeah, my dear comrade, the one for the art to wait the talk because not true. I don't talk before say be get myself into the middle of conflicting groups, 3 conflicting groups for the same place. Where they fight within themselves. Everybody they try for proof Senator and strong. And how they try for prove that one, terrorize the population, scare the population, make them the fear. And then if the population they fear them, it means that they're strong. And then they continue for do that and finally one of the groups through some special negotiations foreign aid be helped for be able to move one of the groups will be very dangerous to the population. And before that one happened, they don't actually kill the guy will be on top of their all of them when they be start, because some of them be just to break away from a common group will be there. The connive go kill their own leader. The group where Iran come off a town go, then this very thing where this way young brother they can't talk here. The other group get together, become worker, shoot members for various for family, for beginning with the be there for the other group where it become more town. I never even begin tell you how much I begin for spend for try for take care of hospital bills. We can't shoot just because a person a rival group it don't come out town. You feel go hurt them by hurting their families. This very thing with this with young brother they can't talk here. And so you the end up forget all the kind of terror will get them for down. Most of we fighters, we know the statistics. They don't die for we own hands. And plenty time people they should don't they say, oh na diaspora, people don't talk for diaspora, may they go kill. I know you say those cases not there, but there be so few in between. Most of the die don't be for groups where they fight each other for down. Now the very groups where when they don't weak, they don't get the ability to fight their opponent, they go recruit the enemy. We can't help them. Go they leak things out. But every time these things that come up, not only diaspora, I'd only share my own experience. This thing they get for stop. This thing, forget this with young brother, me can't hear talk the way talk here. It don't wake up we again for handle things where we don't live and the light dormant. If we not handle this problem for down, we cannot go anywhere. Until everybody start look at what the common interest will get for restore home and country. We not do much. Only cry for unity. You will unite our diaspora from morning to evening. But if unity not there for down for waste time. If the selfishness who don't see for the worker is still there for down, now waste time, my people. More woke up for sleep, I beg. I beg we plenty. Do a mechanic.
Hey, mechanic. What you are saying is a perfect truth, though. All of us, we are coming to consciousness. So it is, for me, I just say no more looking backwards, no more blame game. All of us have faltered. So we want to move forward. We want to go ahead and achieve our aim. And that means we accept each other. I've spent I had a weekend of vacation. I forgot that I had to attend one anniversary. But I just took that time and just read about struggles across the globes. Just kept reading and reading. And I think we are not different from many of them, but they succeeded finally because they came to their senses. If we are coming to our senses, that's good. We should go ahead and go to action. The home base cannot blame the diaspora for all their problems. That is a fact. Because all of us, we know the truth. You see, at the time when kidnappings were going on, I was telling them, I said, listen, and I had just read something about the same situation in Latin America. And I was telling them, I said, no, this tactic you guys are taking is not a good one. They say, La Republique, you be La Republique. Okay, bring money. Bring money then. If you don't want to make a kidnap. I said, because you are destroying the struggle and you are even exposing your own lives. You know, they will not listen. Even there were people in diaspora who felt that kidnapping was the way to go. Kidnapping for ransom was the way to go. No, it's not. So at the end of the day, we all are conscious now. I just pray that we come together, do something big.